Police say women are now coming forward, identifying themselves in photos posted by members of a Penn State fraternity. We have team coverage.
A Somerset County couple terrorized in their own home.
And we're asking who you are, what do you want?
Now they're hoping footprints in the snow in this broken window will help police track down the man they say tried to break in.
This bridge is scheduled to close 1 week from today. What you can expect for your commute in and out of the city.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. In high definition. Starts now.
Happening now, a group gathered outside of the Allen Street gates in downtown State College to protest what they're calling a lack of action from Penn State University and what they call the rape culture on college campuses.
It has been a little more than a week now since the Penn State fraternity was suspended after police say they created a secret Facebook page where they posted offensive photos.
Several members of the Kappa Delta Rho fraternity are accused of taking pictures of women, mostly nude, while sleeping or passed out, and sharing those photos online with a group of 144 people. And tonight, police say some of those women are stepping forward. We have team coverage tonight following the developments. Aaron Calandra starts us off in the Center County newsroom. Aaron?
Marty, Jen, police just released new information about this investigation. They say some women have come forward and they have positively identified themselves in these photos that were allegedly posted to the Kappa Delta Rho private Facebook page. Now, police won't give us exact numbers, but they say between 2 and 4 women have come forward. They spoke with police and told them that they are indeed the women depicted in some of those photos. Police started this investigation back in January when a former fraternity member tipped them off to the invite-only Facebook page. Police say many of the photos are of partially naked, unconscious women, and they believe they were posted without the women's consent. Police say 144 men, some current fraternity members, others alumni, had access to this private page. A few weeks ago, police turned to the university and the IFC for help, and today police say Penn State has been a huge help in the investigation and they're making progress. Now again, police confirm between 2 and 4 women have come forward. They have positively identified themselves in some of these photos that were allegedly posted to the Kappa Delta Rho Facebook page. We expect to get much more information on this investigation coming up in the next few days. For now, live in State College, Aaron Calandra, 6 News.
Continuing our team coverage with Lauren Hensley, who's outside the fraternity with a look at that protest. Lauren?
We are not safe and tear it down. Those are 2 of the popular chants among protesters. Now, I want to give you a look. Moments ago, right on that patio, there were several members of the fraternity hanging out. We did ask them for a comment. They did not give us a comment, and there were several women there. Now, one of the men did yell, "Don't get drunk and pass out at a party." When I asked him what he meant, he did not go into detail. Now, take a look behind me. There are dozens of volunteers here. Honk if you support us, tear it down, speak out. Those are the signs we've been seeing. Now, a lot of these students are Penn State students, but we did speak with several community members. They're out here today to stand up for what they are calling an unfair rape culture on campus. And you can hear those voices behind me saying, "Stop rape culture." Like I said, it's been a very active scene. The group started the protest at the Allen Street gates, which is right downtown, and then they walked up College to Garner Street, and we're now at the corner of Garner and Prospect. Now, coming up a little bit later, we're going to have a lot more from this protest. Reporting live in State College, Lauren Hensley, 6 News.
Stay with 6 News and WJACTV.com for the latest developments on this story. A Somerset County couple says they were terrorized in their own home as a man wearing a ski mask tried to break in, smashing through a kitchen window. It happened in Rockwood in Somerset County late Tuesday night. Maria Miller talked with that couple today, and she's here tonight with their story. Maria?
Marty, I could tell the couple was still pretty nervous when we were there today. They were looking out their windows into their yard. They say it was around 11 o'clock last night when they heard a knock on their door and a man tried to break in.
Knocking gently, you know, and we're asking who you are, what do you want?
Joseph Chyrons says he and his wife were settling down for bed Tuesday night when a man came to the door of their Rockwood home.
I don't see nobody. Again, I went over the finish blind and look out this way, you know, and who's the person? I can see him, you know, and just see a dark shadow.
Kirai says the man was wearing a mask and hiding outside in their bushes. With the help of his wife, Margaret, the couple was able to lock the door. But that's when they heard a loud noise and say they saw their kitchen window shatter.
I think over there and it hit the screen and hit the double window. That way it makes a lot of noise. We thought it was maybe a gun.
The couple moved from Hungary to Somerset County more than 30 years ago and say they've never felt threatened in their home until now.
And my stomach no good, and, you know, because it's nervous.
We never happened. We lived a long time over here, good neighborhood, you know, and something just happened.
He could come back anytime.
State police showed up and are now investigating, but the couple says they had a hard time sleeping through the night for fear the man would return. Now they're hoping footprints left in the snow will help police find the man responsible, but say they have a plan in the meantime in case he returns.
Stay away.
All night.
If he come here, I could shoot him.
Now, that area where the couple lives is a place that's usually pretty vacant this time of year. There's a lot of cabins and campgrounds. Anyone with information, though, should give state police a call. Reporting live, Maria Miller, 6 News.
Jurors in Elk County heard their first full day of testimony in the trial for Nicholas Martin. The Johnsonburg man is accused of stabbing his girlfriend to death before dumping her body at Sandy Beach 2 years ago. Devin Clark sat through today's proceedings, and he joins us live with more on what happened in court today. Devin?
Well, Jen, the details of what prosecutors say happened at Martin's apartment back in March of 2013 are gruesome. Yet, Martin showed little emotion today at the proceedings. The entire time, though, the victim's family sitting there quietly listening. During opening arguments, the prosecution asked the jury to find Nicholas Martin guilty of first-degree murder and abuse of corpse. Prosecutors say back in March of 2013, Martin, who is now 24 years old, knew exactly what he was doing when he brutally killed his former girlfriend, 18-year-old Alyssa Forsyth. Prosecutors say a sex game escalated to him stabbing her with a screwdriver and then a knife over 100 times in his apartment in Johnsonburg. Adding that Forsyth cried, but Martin didn't stop. When he saw she was dead, he allegedly covered her body in plastic and dumped it at the sandy beach before telling a mutual friend what he did. Martin's attorneys say Martin did in fact kill Forsyth, but argued it wasn't premeditated first-degree murder, but rather third-degree murder or voluntary manslaughter, referring to the possibility that Martin was heavily inebriated and detailing an argument where Forsyth allegedly provoked a fight with Martin over a miscarriage after he found a syringe in her purse. Also, a mutual friend of both the suspect and the victim testified that Martin confessed the whole thing to him. While this was going on, Martin remained still for the most part, occasionally glancing back at the audience, which included Forsyth's family, who for the most part remains silent. Now, day 2 of the trial is expected to continue tomorrow, starting at 9 o'clock, with more witness testimony and more evidence. The entire trial, I'm told, should take a week and a half to complete. Reporting live, Devin Clark, 6 News.
Warmer air pushing its way into the state today, flexing its muscles across the southern and western parts of the state of Pennsylvania, making its way up to Indiana to Altoona, from there southward. 50s so far here this afternoon. Farther north, though, chilly, very cold air. 30 still in portions of Cameron County, northeastern Clearfield, and northern Center County. This is called cold air damming, where the colder air comes in, banks right up against the mountains, and it's very tough to dislodge. But that will happen later on this evening, and even more so into Thursday. Everybody gets into the 50s, some spots low 60s coming up for tomorrow afternoon. Freezing rain earlier this morning causing some issues. That has since pushed well off to our north and east. We're dry now, and it's going to stay mainly dry over the next couple of hours. Warm front continues to push northeastward, but this front back here, the cold front, will quickly head eastbound tomorrow, and it will crash our party late tomorrow afternoon. Almost 70 right now in Pittsburgh, 40 around Chicago and also around Green Bay, and that colder air comes rushing southeastward again tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures now running into the low 50s, low 40s tomorrow morning. A couple of spotty showers early, better chance of rain for the afternoon. We hit the low and mid 50s in many areas early tomorrow afternoon, and by this time tomorrow back to around 40, falling temps when I come back. We'll see how long this colder air is going to hang around. Marty?